Well, hello, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this doesn't work. I absolutely, positively love this time of year. No bugs. It's still cool in the air, so the fire feels perfect. Got just a little bit of Kahlua in here. And it's the end of the day, and it's time for me to reflect. Something I always try and do is I always try at the end of the day reflect and think about, did I do something to make my life better tomorrow? Did I do everything that was possible? How can I get better? And if I've done that, then I feel good when I go to bed at night. The sad thing on life is, when today is gone and done, never getting it back. And that's one day less that I'll have for the rest of my life. So I try and make the most of each and every one of those. And I always let people I care about know how I feel. Because I might not get that chance tomorrow. Our Dallas Cowboys. This is a brand new team. Yeah, it's got some of the players from before, but it's different. Like every year is different. And you can't necessarily go by what happened last year or the year before and say that that's what's going to happen next year because that's what happened last year. It's just like flipping a coin. You can flip a coin 50 times, and 50 times it all comes up heads. And so in your mind you say, well, next time it's going to be tails. But the reality is the odds are it could go either way. Sound kind of crazy out here though, don't we? But when I think about what I do, I think that that's kind of what Zeke Elliott's done. Zeke Elliott, I respect so much because I look at this situation by what others have done. You know, this is the Me Too era, but it's also the me era as well. By that I mean, so many players and so many people out there, it's all about me and getting mine. And having that temper tantrum if I don't get them. You know, the holdouts, I'll go someplace else because, you don't want to pay me enough, like Le'Veon Bell or Antonio Brown. Or players putting basically a gun to the head of the team, like Russell Wilson. If you don't pay me by the 15th, I'll never, ever sign a long-term deal. Zeke Elliott never once did that. We heard that he might hold out some OTAs and stuff as protests, but he's there. He looked like he's in damn good shape. And if there's somebody who has truly changed the narrative on him, because you remember he was TMZ's flavor of the month every month his rookie year. The NFL went after him, of course, for domestic violence. Yet, Zeke Elliott has won the hearts and minds of his teammates, as well as the owner. The owner's talking about how special a heart the guy has. And it's amazing because you hear things like Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, who's been there, knows what it takes to win, who had concerns about Kellen Moore until he talked to Zeke Elliott. And Zeke said, no, man. This guy's different. He's smart. And he's also smart enough to know to listen to his players. Letting us help get input in there, trying to figure out the best way. That's a player who hasn't accomplished anything in comparison to Michael Irvin, who's got Michael Irvin listening and believing to what he's saying. The thing about the Cowboys And this is nothing new. This has been throughout the history of the Cowboys. Back in my day growing up, there was Dwayne Thomas, Dallas Cowboys running back, who I think the number was somewhere around $20,000 or something like that. And he'd had a phenomenal season the year before and, wanted to get a pay raise. And the Cowboys basically like, nah, bro, you ain't getting one. And as a protest, he proceeded not to say a word the whole season. Could you imagine that today with social media and everything else? His protest was not to say a word. He practiced. He played. He helped him get the Super Bowl. But did not speak a word. What the Cowboys have a tendency to do is, when it's time to negotiate, they try and make the player look greedy. And they kind of throw things out there saying, well, we were expecting to do this, which is fair, but we're surprised that this guy wants more than that. He's not a team player. They did that. Marcus Lawrence. Kind of did that with Dak because they're basically saying, yeah, we love Dak, but we got to get a team-friendly contract. I don't hear that anyplace else but with the Dallas Cowboys. And now we're hearing, oh man, we were thinking Amari Cooper, $16 million a year, and man, he wants a whole lot more money. So now you're getting people that are rumbling and saying, he's not a team player. Whoa, 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 whoa. He's getting greedy. I'll get into Amari Cooper another time because I actually have some well thought out words and stuff on that situation and stuff, and looking around the NFL at what other wide receivers are making, other people got last year and things that we went after and stuff, and look at the situation, and quite frankly, they're saying he wants Odell money. I'll take Amari Cooper over Odell any day. Health-wise, team-wise, mental stability-wise. But we'll get into that another time. Back to Zeke Elliott. The hard thing about football is you only have so much money to pay these guys. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, because everybody keeps talking about, well, the Cowboys, they got to pay so many people, which is true because we have great talent. But the reality is when you pay this talent that we have the money for doing, you got the $90 million right now at the moment, which will be reduced some as soon as Dak's deal is done next year. We don't have major pieces to fill. See, you look at some teams that have less cap space than us, that have major places to fill, that they need to go out and get more people, more free agents. We don't have that situation. And our problem is we got too many damn good players. We've got some players that will get cut from our team that will be starting on other teams this year. Mark my words. We have an immense amount of talent. We have drafted well. We got young guys that are ready to take over for some of these veterans. And as some of these veterans age out and get replaced, you're going to be getting more cap room. So money is not necessarily the issue, but it's like anything. When you go buy a car, you don't want to pay the sticker price. And no matter what number they give you, I'll walk away, man, because you want to get that bargain. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. But I hope that the Cowboys can get Dak's job deal done, get Zeke's deal done, get Amari Cooper's deal done, so we can get on and not have any distractions as we go to training camp. I look at this team. You see the pictures of Tyron Smith? Swole? This time last year, he was rehabbing his back still, dealing with muscle spasms and stuff. You look at him, you look at Connor Williams, you look at Zeke. If your other team's seeing some of these guys right now in May looking like that, you might want to be a little afraid. Well, that's about all I have to say about that. But Zeke Elliott has definitely changed the narrative on it. When you see him out with the kid who got hit by the hockey puck, when you see him giving back in charity and stuff, you see all of these really good things, you actually feel good and realize that he has become the heart and soul of the team, that he has become a leader on that team. And he is the main reason why that team is as good as it is. I'm very proud that he is a Dallas Cowboy player. Wish it were the weekend. Well, guys, it's time to turn out the lights. This party's over. I really need to move that light switch over here. Make life a lot easier. I'll see you guys first thing in the morning. Don't sleep on the Dallas Cowboys.